Hey, just another video. I just wanted to point out a couple of things, talk about some things that I've been seeing myself. One, the other day I was buying some silver, some metal, and talking with the guy who's the metal dealer. Don't totally like his price, but at the same time, it's convenient. He's in my area, better than driving down to Aventura and dealing with traffic. And, you know, decent conversation, everything like that with them. So I don't mind supporting somebody. It's, I guess, worth it in a sense to pay that increased value. Probably like another $1 per spot, which cuts into your profit margins. But, or it takes it longer for it to be profitable, just in case of a spike or increase. But again, silver is not something for short term. It's for long term. It's for your children. So I'm talking with him, and he said something that amazed even me. Older white man, probably got to be in his 50s by now, and he sells all these coins and stuff like that. And he was watching the Kavanaugh case, the Brett Kavanaugh case, and he's like, you know what? For the first time in my life, I'm becoming more and more informed about politics. Again, this is coming from a white man, greater part of society. And I was like, whoa, that says something. That means he's getting a waterfall worth of information that he also, not so much that, but he can't look away from it. He can't look away from the car crash in a sense. It's something that he just can't ignore. It's there. It is what it is. It's in your face. And for him to say that is amazing to me, because he can't be the only one. I know definitely he's not the only one, because now you have millennials where we have so much information available to us in so many different forms. We can get information through text messages, automated phone calls, message boards, social media sites. Those were before. Message boards was before social media sites. Before that, you had news groups that you can actually get information from. So you got this guy telling me, I never knew so much about politics until now. And this is a guy, he's got to be, if he's 48, that's the minimum his age is, right? I couldn't believe it. And, we had a decent conversation. We went back and forth. I talked frankly with him about blacks and whites and stuff like that. And all I was just buying was like a small bit of silver, like 5 ounces. And it really blew my mind that this is what's happening now, that people are really, they can't look away from it. They can't stop looking away from it. It's not something they can ignore. It's something that is in your face. There's no way you can avoid it. And that brings me to black society. A lot of us are still ignoring this. But there's even more of us on a daily basis, day by day, where it's starting to hit us in the face. And we can never look away from it. We can almost try and filter it while we're looking at it, or, delude ourselves into thinking that, what we're seeing is not what's actually happening, but we can never look away from it. Then fast forward to, listening about this case with the death of Laquan McDonald and the officer getting convicted for the crime, for murder. And it's amazing how a lot of these officers are getting taken down. So, which is great, it needs to happen more and more people are looking at this as, hey, we're seeing a problem here, and this pattern is not cool. We've seen this pattern before, but even we as greater society white folks are looking at this and saying, no, this is BS. These people are, and you know what? Black people have been taking this to the face, to the chin, to the ass for centuries. And the only reason why we're mad is because now our sons are getting it too. More so. Not that their sons never were. I'm talking about white people, of course. You know, so when I'm seeing this, I'm like, all right, cool. Your money's getting fucked up because your economy's about to fail. Your legal system is showing its true colors because because of the simple fact that they can't put a lot of people in prison anymore because they can't afford to. Now they have to actually police the police properly and say, hey, listen, man, you can't be locking these people up for little dime bags. You can't be getting somebody 5, 10, 15 years for the possession of, a couple grams of coke. You know what I mean? Like, get that shit out of here, man. Slap them on the wrist, give them probation. We ain't got time for all this. People aren't doing that anymore. They can't do it anymore. They can't afford to. You're seeing quantitative tightening coming up. You're seeing the housing market about to crash, showing showing all the right signs that it's going to crash again. They can't afford to do this shit anymore. And I kind of like it. It's kind of cool to watch. It's like, oh, okay, you can't do this shit anymore. Now you want to have justice and things like that. That's my take on it. That's how I feel. But it's very amazing. Like, you're seeing people that had to ignore the economy before. Now and this is a guy who's a silver dealer. Precious metals, coins, so on and so forth. You're seeing greater society and they're saying, oh, wow, I can't look away from this. I can't say, well, it's not my kid. We're good. You're seeing mothers talk to their sons and telling them to watch out for these fast-ass girls. Black women and white mothers saying this. Black women have been saying this forever. Watch out for that fast little girl. She can get you in trouble. Watch out for that nappy-headed boy. He can get you in trouble. Now, you're seeing everybody say that shit. Because even the women are getting tired of watching their sons go down. It amazed me, man. I saw it and I was just like, I thought I had to make a little video about it. That guy saying that to me, like that kind of pushed, that kind of like, that stuck with me. And I this is Saturday. Yeah, I bought that yesterday. I think it was yesterday or Thursday. Shoot, I think it's Thursday. And crap, it's still in my car. Dang. Totally forgot to take this out. Put it in my safe. But yeah, this is something. Actually, yeah, it was Friday. It was yesterday. This is something that is a sign of the times, and I'm hesitant to say, oh, okay, these people have started to see the errors of their ways. I really just think these people have started to run out of money, and they see that now their system is starting to turn on them as well, and they don't like it. Alrighty, thanks as always.